Hi, everybody. Could y'all hear any volume on that? I couldn't. I tell you what, I just came in from 102 degrees weather getting my new shed. The good news is I have my shed. Bad news is, man, I am wilted, hot, hot. I'm just hot. I can't cool down. I had an ice pack on my head, and I thought, okay, maybe I should take the ice pack off for the FNL. Oh my gosh. And I worked until 4 o'clock today. That's why we're meeting at 5, because I work 2 days a week and another girl works 2 days a week. And she had a doctor's appointment, so we switched. And then yesterday they tell me, oh, we're delivering your shed tomorrow. I was just like, what? So I was outside till about 9 o'clock last night, finishing leveling my pad, and as I raked out, y'all will see the video. But I'm going to say hi to everybody, and then I'll show you my shed as it looks right now. I mean, literally, like I've been inside not very many minutes. And anyway, could y'all hear that um, that intro that I played? Was there any music to it or anything? Norman in San Diego is my first YouTube channel member. See, look, I'm all beat up. Is my first YouTube channel member and the first one to comment tonight. Hello, and he says it's 70. It's he says it's 70 in San Diego right now. You guys, where I am, it's currently at 5 o'clock at night Mountain Standard Time. Currently 101, and just insane. I'm hoping it's a temporary heat wave, but I've been scurrying around and everything so fast to get ready after being out there. And I had a lot of neighbors helping me, and the guy that delivered the shed was really awesome. And so it was a very positive thing. But 2 days in a row of doing heat, y'all will see both those videos this weekend. I'm wiped. So I apologize. This is what you get on Friday Night Live tonight. Hi, Granny Bear, Gus, Kate Kramer, Laser Freedom. Is it Laser Freedom or LZR Freedom? And did we meet in courtside? It seems like we did. Oh, and you just upgraded your membership. Thank you. I think I don't know you by LZR or Laser Freedom, but I'm thinking from your avatar that we met at my booth. Let me know if I'm right. And I apologize if I'm getting it wrong. Hi, Jojo. Good to see you. Jojo Fitz is in the house, everybody. Kathy Decree, thank you, thank you, thank you for your generosity and for being here tonight. And she says, Bubba, what are you doing? I can't reach. I'm sorry, guys. He says, Mama, come here, baby. Come here. Come on. I'll take you. Come on. Well, you got to hurry. Come on. Well, I know you don't like hurrying, but that was a little bit too slow. Anyway, he says, Mama, hang on, I gotta fix my chair. He's gonna fuss at me. There. Anyway, he's like, you were at work all day and now you're talking to people, and when do I get my time? You wanna say hi to the camera? Yeah, y'all probably can't hear him because I've got literal what? You wanna say hi? He's like, to who? There's nobody here. I've got 3 fans blowing on me plus the AC going. And I have to come home at lunch and check on him because y'all know, y'all have heard the saga probably of my AC freezing up. And sure enough, I got home. Oh, goodness, he's always got burpees. I got home today for lunch and it had frozen up. There wasn't even blowing any air out. So did you see that? He's like, I saw something on that screen up there, Mama. He does not understand his mama going to work. Yeah, 100. Richard says it's 101 there where he is too. Hi, Megan. Megan, I was looking back. I'm gonna put you down now, okay? Okay, I'm gonna put you down. All right. Well, you can sit right there. Megan, I was looking at an old video today it popped up on Frugal RV Gal, her feed as a recommended, and I had to go back and look at what it was. It was an old video about. Now I'm not going to remember. Anyway, it was from 6 years ago, Megan. And you were the first commenter on that video 6 years ago. How cool is that? I know a lot of y'all, including Pup Camper. So many of you have been with me for such a long time. Suzanne, yay, I'm glad you could join us tonight, Pup Camper, by the way. She has been eating dinner with her mom. And so having it an hour later really allowed several people to join me that don't usually get to. So I'm going to ask a question right now before I forget. I was going to ask it later, but I'm going to ask right now. How many of you prefer it at this time versus an hour earlier, like I usually do? Y'all let me know. 80 degrees. Oh, I'm so envious, Suzanne. Hello, Linda. Steamy hot coastal Texas. Yeah, my cousins are on the steamy hot coastal Texas too. It's like, oh my God. Hi, Lori C. and Shabby Chic Vanlife chick. I haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you. No volume on that clip, huh? Well, that's just ridiculous. Sorry about that. It's kind of fun music, so that's why I was hoping you could hear it. Thank y'all for letting me know. I don't know what happened to it. Um, Shabby Chic says she just got through turning on the furnace in Ontario. Surf and Dodo, hello. Um, Hi, Loretta. Deschutes National Forest outside of Sisters, Oregon. Been there a lot. I love it there. I love that whole area. Just gorgeous. Robin Mallory from New Orleans, 85 and cloudy. Let's see. I just got a notice from Ecamm, which is the software I'm using. I'm going to put you down now because you're squirming. Okay. I know. I don't like the squirming. Just got a notice from Ecamm that they downgraded the quality from 1040. I don't know what they downgraded it to because they're saying that I don't have enough bandwidth. I'm on Starlink. That just doesn't make any sense. Anyway, y'all let me know if the quality gets too bad. We'll do something about it. Utah 79 Sue, that sounds lovely. Hi, Lorelai. Good to see you. Hi, Charlie and Diane. I remembered without looking. C&D Casita Adventures. Y'all are in Kansas. That's awesomeness. Hi, Terry in Washington. Thank you for your recent comment. All of you that have commented. I need to do a comment call or something. Oh my gosh. Hi, Judy Vowell. She's moving from a temporary space to a permanent space and out of 93-degree weather. Oh my goodness. Congratulations, Judy. BJ Schooler, hello. Yeah, that intro being silent is the weirdest thing. Hi, Boondocking with Dennis. Yeah, 101 right now. Let me see if that's still the case. I wish I could show y'all. Let me see if I can do a screenshot. And so I just did a screenshot taking off the towns, the area, so you can see that. Yeah, look at there, 101. It says that was the high, but it wasn't. Somebody told me today that was out there helping me with my shed that it got up to 102, but I mean 104. But right now it's 101 this time of the evening. Susan says it's not that hot there. That's good, Susan, but I bet you are missing the mountains too. But Janice says it's a little warm in the mountains as well. For Posh Ponies, Provo, no warm but no AC. Yeah. Dennis just became a member of my channel. Dennis, I'll have to hop over and check out your YouTube membership. Thank you so much. That's really awesomeness. Y'all are all saying hi to Ben. Hi, Lisa. Good to see you. So, I was trying. No preference about the time. Shabby Chic says she likes this time. Time does fly, Megan. I've been also getting like just tons of bites. And it's like every week I show y'all my bites because I'm just getting eaten up and I don't understand why. Um, okay, Pup Camper says later if is better for her if I'm asking. I absolutely am asking. So Lori says she likes it earlier, but most everybody is saying later. So that's I may have to move it till later. Hi, Mary Lamb. Good to see you. Um, we will catch up one of these days, Mary. Oh my gosh, I swear we will. Um, all right, I've got a bunch of people saying that they prefer this time, so I may move FNL to an hour later. South Dakota is 58 degrees. Follow your dreams. Lucky you. 103 in Quartzsite. That's what I'm experiencing here, Lisa. So what's the difference? I mean, it's like I that's just crazy, and I'm at elevation above 3,000 feet. So it just doesn't make any sense. 46 degrees in Maine, that's more my temperatures right there, Susan B. Uh, let's see. All right, guys. I'll show y'all. Doreen and Steve say time doesn't matter to them. 55 in South Dakota. Hi, Lil B. Good to see you. Sybil Swickla, good to see you as always. And oh gosh, I'm just itching. So let me show y'all my shed. And now keep in mind, it just got moved on. I haven't done any repair work. It's a used shed. It ended up costing me more, way more than it was supposed to. It's supposed to be a free shed. Now I am not complaining because it a lot of people helped me get her moved, and I didn't. It's a wooden shed. It's a good shed. It's a solid shed. It needs some repair, but it's clean on the inside. I'll probably switch and make it my she shed and the other one keep it as my storage shed. We'll see. But how blessed am I to be able to have those options now? I mean, wow. So when I say that it cost me more than it was supposed to, that's not a complaint. It's just on my budget. Surprises are not a good thing, and it turned out to not be so free. But I'll share all of that in a video. But you guys check it out. So the green one was my is my standing shed, the one that I had on the lot, and um, patrons got to see when I had it moved. It had been toward the back of the lot. I mean, like really, really far back on the lot, and I had it moved centered with that slab that you see because one day I hope to do a covered porch there. But so I had it centered with that. And then this brown shed is the new one. It looks much bigger than it is in this picture because it is close to the camera. So another angle, I had it where the doors face each other because I will landscape in the back of it, the part that faces the street. I will landscape back there, but I wanted to be able to go from shed to shed and also have some privacy. And I can put up a screen and fix that door to where, you know, if I'm sitting in there, I can even leave those open if it's cool enough. And again, I'll show you the back. I will paint these to where they match. I've shared on a video already how I'm going to paint them. And so they will match in color. And then I will landscape back here at the back on the left side of the screen. I'll get the skirting around the bottom, get it painted, and landscape, put a bed back here at the back of it at the part that faces the street. Can y'all see that big old rut? That's from part of the equipment that they brought in today. And that's where I have, I raked all that gravel out from underneath the shed. I needed gravel on my lot because I've got some bare spots. And I was like, I've already got gravel that I bought and paid for when I bought the lot. So why am I going to pay for more gravel to be delivered? I'll get that gravel. And so I thought I had like a week or so to rake all of that out and get it level. And y'all saw the video where I went to Lowe's and I got the things that I need to anchor it and everything that are required here in the park, and understandably so. And then they're like, "We're coming tomorrow." I was like, "Oh, crap." So anyway, got it done. I know, very nice, right? Yes, the new shed is a 10 by 12. I'm just so proud and so happy. And I do have, oh, it's a huge lot. Just unbelievably huge. And so it is bigger. It's bigger than the one that I had on my lot. And I wish I could have swapped them. I wish I could have put the one that's currently green up by the street. And I mean, it's not by the street, it's about halfway in the lot. It's not up by the street at all. So I don't mean up by the street, but the one closer to the street, it's still like halfway in the middle of my lot. I'm not by the street. But I wish I could have put it there and swapped them and had the bigger one, the 10 by 12, in the back, and so that it could be my she shed, and I could one day put a window in it so I could see my trees and my birds and everything. That would be awesomeness. But I couldn't even afford this shed, let alone all the dreams that I have. And so I want to tell everybody on here that gave me super chat tips and said that this was for my projects, that you, dear ones, bought that shed for me, because without your super chat tips last week, I would have had to have passed. I would not have had the money to pay these guys today the money they wanted to move that shed and for all the parts and everything that I needed to be in compliance with the park. So y'all said use this money for your projects on your RV lot. And so when y'all see what I'm doing with my sheds and painting it and everything, it's there because my viewers and Coco Fam and channel members and everybody, the super chat tips and contributions that y'all made. So I cannot thank you enough. I mean, I'm just so blessed by all of you. Um, Thank you, Lori. I thought it was fun. I thought it was smart to have the doors facing each other, but oh, that mosquito bite's killing me. I've got a lot of people that are making fun of me for that. Oh, that would look cool. Lori said, oh, no, it wouldn't, Lori. Let me tell you why. So, oh, I forgot that I can show you. Lori says, I think it would look cool if you painted some kind of a mural on the side facing the street. You don't mean me. Nobody wants to see anything I would paint. Now, Frugal RV Gal, she paints. I've got other friends that paint, but it would be pretty to maybe have a mural painted there. So maybe I will do that. That would be kind of fun. And yes, Suzanne, me too. Thank you so much. Uh, Linda says Patreon canceled you. Linda, let's talk about that offline, but I don't think that's possible. Um, I mean, did they? We can talk about it offline, but we will see what happened on that, because that doesn't make any sense. Anyway, we'll talk about it, Linda. Why don't you email me and let's see what we can figure out on that, because that makes me very sad, and it doesn't make sense. It's a robot that takes care of all of that, and they wouldn't have run a program just to delete someone. So not sure what's going on there, and they don't let me see accounts. That's for y'all's privacy and security. So but we can figure it out. Yes, I agree. I love that idea. See how good you guys are. I would never have thought about putting a mural back there, but how cool would that be? Something New Mexico-ish or something. I don't know. That would be fun though. Mm. Another artist friend I have that is on here, speaking of artist, is Mary. Mary, come see me. I need a mural. No, I want you to come see me no matter, but um yeah, Linda, we can talk about it, but offline. I don't want your private stuff on the internet. So contact me, and let's get this taken care of. Oh, that's a good idea, Robin. But Joan doesn't do that kind of painting at all. But that's a good idea. So, oh my gosh, Cindy and Mike, I have been so busy working today. and getting that shed installed. I have not even wished my cousins a happy 42nd anniversary. Happy anniversary to you. Happy anniversary to you. Happy anniversary, Mike and Cindy. Happy anniversary to you. I love you guys. I'm so sorry. I'm just now saying happy anniversary to my cousins. That sucks. Happy anniversary, though. You two definitely do not suck, and I'm just love you to death, and I'm so happy for y'all that y'all went out to dinner. That's so great. Um, oh my gosh. Mary says, I think Jana is your girl. I think it could be a joint effort. I can hand y'all brushes and run and get water. I mean, I don't know. Oh my gosh. Happy anniversary, you guys. That's so awesomeness. Okay, so the title tonight was supposed to be, and y'all don't forget to hit the thumbs up for me, please. I on this software that I'm using, I can't. Oh, there it is. Yeah, only half of you have hit the thumbs up, and it really does help if you do that. So I appreciate it. I think I got bit a lot while I was out there doing my shed. If I had gotten my act together and not like flown in the room in time to do the um, uh, just in time to do the FNL, I would share some pictures of y'all, of Cindy and Mike with you guys. Cindy, if you want to text me one, I can put it up and show everybody to celebrate your anniversary. Loretta, XOXO, Loretta, thank you very much. She just did a super chat tip, and I really, really appreciate that. Thank you. I will apply it toward what ended up being the purchase of the shed. It was supposed to be a free shed, but I'm very, very lucky that I had you guys and that y'all helped me get that shed, because I'm gonna use it totally. It's just gonna be so amazing. Oh, what did she have? She said she cooked filet mignon, baked taters, and barbecue beans. Oh, nice. Very, very, very nice. I, 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 I'll talk to you guys later and find out how that went. But that's awesomeness. Thank you. Yeah, Cindy, if you've got a picture handy, text it to me and I'll share it with everybody for your anniversary. It doesn't have to be from today. It can be for any picture you want me to put up of you guys. So yes, thank you, Loretta. Very kind, and I forgot that I can put things on camera, not on camera, but on the screen. So I want to go back and if I can find it. I'm trying to be all high tech now. I might not be able to pull it off. Um, let's see. Oh, she just sent me a picture, so let me see if I can get that on screen. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to pull off what I wanted to. That's a bummer. I was gonna put up Dennis and also who now I've already forgotten, Laser Freedom. There it is. They upgraded their membership, and I was trying to find how to put Dennis up there too, and but I'm scrolling back and can't find it. Oh, there it is. Dennis just became a member. That was earlier. And again, thank you for the super chat tip, Loretta. So let me get this picture and I love this. I know this photo, and she told me it is from the '80s. So I will download that and get that to y'all. So my topic tonight was let me concentrate on that for a little bit, because it's for me right now. It's very apropos, the topic of when when I was 5. I think that's my title, isn't it? I wish this would show me titles. I'll get used to. Love you, Loretta. Thank you. I will get used to being able to this software, but I think my title is when I was 5, or something like that. And so I'm getting their picture up on screen right now. Wait till y'all see it. It's from the 80s. Had were y'all already? I don't remember, but anyway, from the 80s. That is not what I want. I want this one. Wait till y'all see it. I can't wait. I'm fiddling around with my screen in case y'all are wondering what the heck I'm doing. So look, there they are. There they are, Mike and Cindy in the 80s. Oh, where'd it go? There, I hit a wrong button for me, not you guys. How cool is that? I just love it. I just love it. Um, let's see. There we go. I minimized it and I didn't mean to. Thank you for sending that to me, Cindy, so I could share with everybody. And just a really, really cool picture. That's what I was going to ask. And then I thought, well, you might not want me to ask that. That's when they were dating. But yeah. So, yes. So, since I was 5 years old, okay, some of it's going to be difficult for me to share, some of it's going to be fun. In my post, I asked you guys to be thinking about something that you could share about since I was 5 years old. So I'm going to share for me one of the ones because it's applicable to today with my shed and everything. That since I was 5 years old, all I wanted was a home. And if you've read my book, you know that that was pretty not attainable for me. We lived out of our car a lot. We moved a lot. Mother got married a lot. I missed a lot of school. Went to an average of 3 schools a year. We often moved into, and now when I look back, well, not now, but as I got older and look back, I realized that um, probably some of the homes that we stayed in, and one was a barn. I'm pretty sure we were squatting. But I didn't know that as a child. But I learned early on as a child, by 5 years old, we would go stay somewhere. And I was so happy to be out of the car or be wherever we were. And I learned early on, in fact, in my book, Kaleidoscope 9, there's a story called Condemned House. And it's about a real house that was part of my childhood. One of those fleeting ones that we went through that I think in looking back we were probably squatting, because there were many times in those kind of homes or houses when mother would wake me up in the middle of the night and we'd have to hurry up and get out of there. And so I'm pretty sure that I don't have proof, but I'm pretty sure that some of those houses that I lived in, or the barn. One time it was a condemned hotel, and she said we don't need a key because they're doing construction. Well, it turns out it was a condemned hotel. And so I'm pretty sure we did some squatting as I grew up. But so since I was 5 years old, I've wanted a home. And, I mean, I can make do with so little, obviously, because of how I grew up. There were times that we didn't even have glass panes in the windows. There was one that we moved into that was so bad that the floor was really dirt because the wood had rotted away so much. It was really just dirt. And but I learned to sweep it in a way because mother was really fanatical also. Actually, I'll just call it like it is, batshit crazy about things like don't stir up the dust. It's like, really? You can see between the boards to the outside world and the floor is dirt, but you don't want me to stir up the dust. Okay. And but I learned to sweep those that even in that environment at a young age when the broom was taller than me. And I would do that, and I would get out pillowcases and stuff and cover up boxes if we were lucky enough to have boxes that we put in these places, so that it looked like a table. And and now people do that for storage. But I did that, all of that kind of stuff, starting at age 5. You guys, all I ever wanted was a home. And I thought when I finally bought my own sticks and bricks, and it was my kind of dream home for my income and for what I could handle, a 322 on a corner. The floor plan was what I wanted, and I had a nice big backyard, and I was turning it into an animal habitat, um, and all of that, and it was what I wanted, and enter the brain injury, and I lost that. And part of when I have been sharing with y'all that I've been battling depression, part of that has been because starting over, trying to make a home from nothing, is familiar to me since I was 5 years old. And it's not what I want to be doing at age 66. It's what I've been doing since I was 5, except for when I was, doing okay career wise and bought my house and everything. I mean, I was doing great career wise and bought my house and everything. And y'all know I was, if you've read my story or you've heard me on my videos, I was married to wealth one time. And I'm not talking about those moments. I'm talking about my moments in childhood growing up, and then after my brain injury, and then after losing my son, and that starting over. And I'm going to show my sheds again. Taking things like this, taking an empty lot and trying to make it into a home, and ideas on how to paint them and make this a home and make it look pretty. And it's not new to me. I've been doing it since I was 5 years old. Is it what I wanted or what I expected, or do I enjoy it? It's a mixed blessing, because I'm out here killing myself to make this lot into a pretty home. My back is killing me after shoveling and raking all of that gravel, but I refuse to live somewhere. If it's going to be my home, it's going to be freaking pretty, and it's going to be clean. And that was another thing. Since I was 5 years old, I grew up with bugs and even mice sometimes waking me up in the middle of the night. That doesn't happen to me anymore. I look here, I'll show y'all something. This is one of the best inventions ever. It's a little bitty bug light. It's a 12 volt. It works off of USB. I don't do bugs. Things have to be clean. Things have to be pretty. And my house is a mess right now, so I'm not a neat freak or a clean freak or anything like that. But I am skilled at making a home pretty and mine from nothing. And so since I was 5, here I am doing it again. That is 6 decades of doing it. I mixed blessing. I don't know what else to say. And yes, my cousin Cindy says if they had known I existed, well, let me just show you. If they had known I existed, Mama would have brought you home with us. I prayed for somebody to find me and want me to come live with them. And I didn't even know Cindy is my cousin from my father's side. And I didn't even know until maybe 15 years ago that I had family on my father's side. And so, what a blessing they are for me. And yes, absolutely. I know that Miss Beverly, her mother, would have absolutely done that. And I could have grown up with Cindy. So, Virginia, oh, Virginia, I hear you. She says, since I was 5 years old, she's been insecure. I get that, Virginia, but that, that is something that we can all work on. And I say that from experience. I'm going through something right now where I've lost confidence, and that sense of self being self secure, for lack of a better word. And so I that is something that can be worked on and can be an ongoing daily struggle. I get that, and thank you for showing. I mean, for sharing that. Yeah, Judy says, "Oh, your shed is there. Nice. Yes, it just got here. I got in time to cool off. I put an ice pack on my head, stood in front of three fans, and was underneath the AC and everything to try to cool off enough to get ready for FNL because I was outside till after 4 o'clock, and FNL for me started at 5. Surf and Dodo. I love to bring humor into the crap I grew up with. Bugs are to be used for fishing. Somebody should have told my mother that. That is so funny. I love it. Oh my gosh. That is one of, I guess that's two of my, since I was 5. Nobody else has anything to share since you were 5. I will tell you something else. Since I was 5, I've always wished that I could be a songbird. Oh my God. I wanted to be, I wanted to be Marie Osmond or, Linda Ronstadt or Stevie Nicks. And I mean, I'm going through the ages, but just, oh my God, Karen Carpenter. I just, God gave me the heart to be a singer and a performer, but he forgot to give me the voice. It's like he left out a little bit of something there. So since I was 5, I've always wanted to be a singer. And then right on the heels of that would be a dancer. Oh my God. Ballroom dancing. I didn't even see ballroom dancing until I was in my 30s. I don't know if I lived under a rock or what, but even that kind of competition or any tap dancer, any kind of dancer, and I still love to dance. Y'all have seen Frugal and I, we go dancing, and I just would have loved to have been a singer and a dancer. And what God did give me is a talent and a skill for writing, but that's not exactly singing and dancing. That's more of a solo, quiet. He gave me this personality that can be kind of big and loud. I know y'all are shocked, but he gave me that kind of personality, which did not go well when I was growing up. But he gave me that kind of personality and then made me a writer. It's like almost I got in the wrong line somewhere. I don't know. But Pup Camper is sharing that since she doesn't remember specifics of being 5 years old. I get that. So, Mike, are you saying that I'm redneck entertainment, a Bud Light, and a six pack, or that's what you wanted to be since you were 5? That's my cousin, y'all. That's Cindy's husband. Happy anniversary, Michael. Thank you, Barb. She has joined us and says my shed looks nice. Miss you too, darling. Hope to get to see you soon. Okay, so Richard has. I trust Richard, so I'm going to pop this on the screen. I haven't even read it yet, but Richard says since I was 5 years old, my eyes were open to look, touch, and feel things, people, and places throughout the 65 years since I was 5 years old. I don't think I understand. Your eyes were open to look, touch, and feel things, people, and places. I don't think I understand. I'm trying. Does it? Y'all help me out with that. Loretta says, since I was 5, I've just wanted to play. I'm there now. It's like I just want to play. I don't want to have to shovel gravel and rake gravel and wear myself out making a home again at this age. I just want to play. Now there's a lot of people, and it is perspective. Y'all see my let me show y'all something. This is something Mike and Cindy sent me as a housewarming. It is called, can y'all see that? Horse of the Rising Sun. You've got rising and then night. Isn't that gorgeous? And it's going to have a very, very special place in my she shed as soon as I have electricity and air conditioning so that I know that it's safe. But thank you guys. I'm showing a gift that y'all gave me, and it's at your anniversary. I should have be showing a gift that y'all have given that I've given you. But anyway, about that playing. Uh, yeah, and what I was going to say is there's a lot of people that would say getting to get a second shed, having any home, an RV lot of my own in my name, um, getting to do the gardening and the planting and the planning and everything that I'm doing would be play. And it is. And I'm very grateful and I enjoy it very much. And it reminds me all the way back to 5 years old. And it's like I said, it's a mixed blessing. So Loretta, thank you for sharing that. I'll pop that up again. That's a good one. Oh my God, Delta Waters. I wanted to be a solid gold dancer. Yes, and you know what else I thought? Of course, this was a little bit later in my childhood, not just since I was 5. But remember the bomb the bomb skaters? What was their Bombay skaters? You know, they would fight. I was like, since I can't sing and dance, maybe I could go do that. You know what? Anyway, but yes, the solid gold dancers, those were awesomeness. And oh, Frugal, if I'd have known you were going to share that, since I know that your mom at about that age wanted you to be a ballet dancer, if I'd have known you were going to share that, I would have found the picture that I have of you in a tutu at around that age. Of course, I would have asked your permission before sharing it, but yeah, I definitely would have tried to put that up. Uh, so I love it. It's a beautiful picture, you guys. It's a beautiful picture. And I'll just tell you, Frugal was kind of blonde when she was younger, at that age. Uh, So Patsy Cowart is asking, did you ever wish to be on TV? If so, that dream came true. She watches me on TV. Yeah, Patsy, it was like acting was kind of out of the question because I would have had to have been in California, and we lived out of a car a lot. It's like you don't get to go be. I didn't know that I probably could have done it, but yes, I wanted to be an actress, a singer, a dancer, and so I guess in a way that has come true. The singing and dancing, other than personally on the dancing, hasn't passed. But yeah, and Patsy, in high school, I had a dear friend named Buster Cowart. It's a small world, so I thought I'd throw that out there and see if there's any relation. Texas lady said she wanted to be in a circus, and then life kind of turned out that way. I get it, Texas lady. I get it. Um, yeah, Texas lady says that the on the trail of the painted pony. Yes, that's what my cousins gave me. It's just beautiful, and I have the certificate and everything that goes with it. Um, so any more since you were 5? I can share some more of mine, but yeah, roller derby. Yes, Loretta and Delta got it. Roller derby. That's exactly right. And there was this one blonde chick. I was just like, oh my god, I can do that. I can kick butt. Oh, oh yes, Richard, I can identify with that. Richard shares that he always got in trouble every time he did something, and because he kept doing it, trying to fit into society. I get it. Isn't that funny? And some of the things that I do since age 5 now is one because we move so much, and it's hard enough at a new school year or when you're the new kid on the block, but I was constantly the new kid on the block, and so I learned to put on this mask. Kind of serves me well now. I try not to. I want to be authentic, and I strive to be authentic and transparent with you guys. And at the same time, I have a personal life that I keep private. And it's kind of like if you're going to be even like a news anchor or anybody that is a public figure, you got to kind of shut off that private personal stuff when it's not so bueno, and suit up and show up in a way that you know that and work too. If I don't care what kind of job you do, if you're working, you got to put on like a little face and go do your job, and to a certain extent. And so, but I learned to perfect it, you guys, not only to hide what was going on at home, but to try to fit in. And I also learned really quickly, because every time we moved, the culture was different, right? I mean, you guys know that. I mean, you move across town and the culture can be different. And I have to say that there was trauma with kids back then, especially during the race riots of the 60s and everything. But the kids weren't, I don't remember kids being as cruel as they are now. Sometimes that would happen, but rarely. um but it was just that, eating lunch by myself, nobody wanted to do that, but I did that a lot until I kind of fit in. And so I learned to fit in fast. I learned to read the room and learned what the culture was, and adapted to that. And so consequently, I never had the opportunity to know who Deborah was, and I certainly never had any support. So since I was 5 years old, I've been a chameleon, and whoever, whatever I needed to be for the moment. And I'm just really in my 60s grounding into who Deborah is, and I'm and not losing that person, that part of me that doesn't change. That is who I am, even when I have to be a little bit of a chameleon. What a concept. But since I was 5 years old, I've played the room, and it's had its benefits because I can also make people comfortable. And I love being able to do that because I can read the room, and I don't, for not always. Sometimes I go in as a big ass mouth, and the room required people required something a little more sedate, and I missed the mark, or vice versa. But I'm really pretty good at it, and that's why my I was so good in my career, as a legislative liaison, because I could go from meeting to meeting to meeting, to person to person to person, from aide to senator to secretary, and be able to converse with all of them and do my job and go back to my staff and get them whatever they needed, because I learned to adapt like that since I was 5. So let's see if anybody else is sharing. Okay, here we go. Hi, messages by Massage by Arnold. I met these guys in Quartzsite too. When I was 5 years old, I wanted to be a professional baseball player or something professional in sports. I think that's a big dream of a lot of people. I played basketball in high school. I wasn't any good at it, but I played basketball in high school, and I also played underhanded fastball. Underhanded fastball. Somebody just left a really nasty comment, and they deleted it themselves. That's why I'm a little rattled. If you don't like being here, move on. We don't need you. But anyway, a lot of us have aspired to things like that: a professional sports player, doctor, fireman, nurse, whatever it might have been. But Arnold, if you're willing, how much of if you are you willing to share how much of that was you, and how much of it maybe was just being influenced? And do you still? I mean, like, I still, if I could roll back time and be a singer and a dancer and an actress, I would do it in a heartbeat. I can't roll back time, and I don't have the voice to sing. I don't have the. I think I might have the talent to dance, but I don't think I have the wherewithal to withstand the industry of acting. But I would roll it back and be a singer and dancer. So I'm just curious if you have something like that since you were 5. If you're on here, would you go do it again? Um, no, Richard, I get it. I totally understand what you mean. I didn't at first, but I do now. Oh, Loretta said, you have that sense of humor, Loretta. I get that. I get that. So, and if y'all can, start your sentence with "since I was 5." Mary says, "Since I was 5, I wanted to be a mom. Now I think I should have had more dreams or aspirations than that." I bet your kids would disagree with that, Mary. I bet, and that was something else for me. I wanted kids, but I didn't care to have the husband. And people would just, I mean, I remember a career counselor one time, she's like, don't you want to get married? And I said, well, I want kids, but I don't care whether I get married or not. And back in the day, that was just heresy. And I thought she was going to pass out. I wanted 10 kids and God didn't give me any. And I lost my son. And that's just the way it worked out. But Mary, what a wonderful mom you are. But I hear you. I hear you on that. Um, Judy Stewart says she was 5. Jacques Cousteau, yes, and doing the underwater stuff. And even what was the family that almost drowned in a pool and decided against it? Oh, Judy, I'm so sorry to hear that. But yes, I scuba dive, or I did before my brain injury. I scuba dive, and yes, Jacques Cousteau. There was another guy that did a series kind of like that, and then there was the family that had the dolphins. And they were real family in real life, but they played a family on TV. The 2 sons and the dad. Somebody's going to know what I'm talking about. But I agree. I agree with you on that, Judy. And see, Richard, Lisa agrees, and we understand what you were trying to say, sweetheart. Um, yes, instead of being yourself, and that's so true. I can't even imagine. Janice says she wanted to be Evil Knievel. It, that surprises me, Jana, because you are not a risk taker as a general rule. That one surprises me. Interesting. Lil B says, me too, frugal. Me too. Um, uh, Mel Dark Deer says it's fun hearing all the different dreams. All she ever wanted to do is fit in, be loved and accepted. And I think I hear you, Mel Dark Deer, and I think that's for most of us. That's a universal feeling and need and want. And Texas lady says they used to watch Evil Knievel on TV with antennas. Yes, with the foil. Sometimes you had to go stand and hold it, and the UHF knob behind the other one. Does anybody? Am I telling my age now? Oh yes, Cindy, you would have been a great veterinarian, and me too. I would have enjoyed being a veterinarian or a marine biologist. That was actually my other big dream. And she says she has loved animals all her life, and I know you have, and do. I know that. And I know that too. Frugal wanted to go to Texas A&M, and and I can so see this. The people that I know, and thank y'all for sharing. So Linda says since she was 5, she wanted to be a mad scientist. I can see that in you, Linda, and to a great degree, you accomplished that, the science part. And see, oh, thank you. Look, ready to let loose and let go. I'm getting better. And a big reason of why I'm doing better is because I'll be honest, it's because I keep suiting up and showing up and sharing with you guys. That's one reason why I wanted to do this tonight. I thought it would be fun because I refuse to hide and I refuse, my light might have gotten dimmed, but I refuse to let it go out. And I am doing what I need to do to keep it lit or to light it again. And so thank you for recognizing that, Jim. And so Carmen says she too wanted to be a veterinarian. That is awesomeness. Um, oh, Mary says she also wanted to have an orphanage. I see, Mary, I can so you would have just you are such a wonderful mom, and that would have just been right up your alley. Yes, Surf and Dodo, Flipper, and they're all famous actors, but Flipper was one. I was like, oh, I want to go be in the ocean with and dive with Flipper. Hello, Turner's on the road. Flipper, yes, Richard, Flipper. um, oh, this is a good one. Lisa said she wanted to be an oceanographer or an archaeologist. And I don't know about you guys, but I am so proud that for the most part, younger generations get to dream bigger than I think our generation did. And this, do not anybody go bashing or go political because I'll delete your ass. But I think that for the most part, young people today get to dream bigger, live bigger, and pursue things that maybe we didn't feel free to. And especially as women, and again, no bashing, I'm not saying anything. It's just, it was different back in the day. It was just different. Um, Robin says a lot of people, a lot of women want kids, but not the husband. Maybe these days, but back in the 50s and 60s, Robin, that just was not, that was unheard of. Yes, Sea Hunt, that Sea Hunt and Flipper, both of the, I forgot about Sea Hunt, but absolutely. Now, which one? Flipper was the dolphin on Sea Hunt. Is that right? Somebody Google it. I think that's right. Or was it two different shows? Um, yeah, I think it was two different shows. Yeah, rabbit ears and being shy. I get it, you guys. Okay, so Arnold says he did play football and tennis in high school. He was always the captain. Uh, Came from a small town. Yeah, and so you did get to do that, and that's awesomeness. Y'all are funny. Chrome is rust. He says I'm looking beautiful. I literally came in from 102 degrees temperature, put an ice pack on the top of my head, didn't get to do anything. I'm finally cooling off. I've got three fans blowing on me, but thank y'all very much. And yes, and Chrome is giving a shout out to my moderators, and I want to do the same thing. My moderators tonight are Frugal RV Gal and Pup Camper 58 in Maryland. Thank y'all very much, and to all of my past moderators as well. Thank y'all. Oh man, yes, Lil B. She wanted to be on the Partridge Family show with David Cassidy. Yes, the Partridge Family and Leave It to Beaver, and I know the Partridge Family sang, but Leave It to Beaver and the Monkees. Oh my gosh, y'all are taking me down memory lane. Robin Mallory says she wished she'd gone to law school. You know, I get it. And I don't want people to take this as, love the Swiss Family Robinson. Surf and Dodo said, where is it? Surf and Dodo says, love the Swiss Family Robinson. And Loretta says, Tarzan. I don't want people to take this as going down memory lane and the whole I woulda, shoulda, coulda thing. Y'all know I have a t shirt that says, don't should yourself. That's not what I mean for this to be. But what I thought it was fun to look at for me when I realized that part of my depression has been since the California trip is in having to start over again, even though I'm so blessed with this lot and everything, is the rebuilding and the repeat of things that I've been doing since I was 5 years old. And so I thought it would be interesting to see, do other people have that? Since I was 5 years old, I've fought with my hair. I was in high school in the 70s when Cher's hair, Cher with the long straight hair, it's like my hair, you do that and your fingers would get stuck in it. My hair has gotten straighter as I've gotten older, but it used to be thick and massive, gnarly, and that just wasn't cool back in the 70s. And when I was a little girl, my mother would just like sometimes I would bleed some in my scalp from how hard she would comb my hair, and because it was out of control. And today, I don't care. Today I don't care. But since I was 5 years old, I'm finally at peace with my hair, and I love it. And that's not as curly because I'm old and gray. It's like I want my curly hair back. I mean, it's still curly, obviously, but not like it used to be. So since I was 5, my hair has been an issue, and it's amazing to me that 6 decades, the things that are present in my life today that I had with me since I was 5, and I just wanted to see if you guys um, had any of that going on for you. Oh, David Cassidy. I wish I could show you my David Cassidy picture. If you want to text it to me, Richard, I'll try to see if I can get it up. We'll see. I don't know if I can or not, but we can try it. If you want to try and text it to me, that'd be fun. So Cindy says her family did not have money for her to go to college, so she went in the military and met the love of her life, and it all worked out so much better than she wanted. And that's the thing of it too. I've shared that video about being in a liminal phase, and there's something about creating and allowing the world to create with you, to co-create and see what comes out of it. Cindy didn't get to go to college, but look at the life and the love that she has, and they're celebrating 42 years today. And you don't know until you just let go, and just keep suiting up and showing up and doing the best you can. At least that's how I see things. And yes, people are thanking Cindy. It's both Cindy and Mike for their service. Thank you both. Patsy Coward. No, that's so sweet. Oh, that's so sweet. And another veteran that we have in our presence is Lisa. And boondocking with Dennis. You're so kind to me. Dennis is a Texas compadre, a nomad, fellow nomad, and somebody that is out there doing the deal. Y'all be sure and check out his channel. Just it just shows us things through his eyes, and I really enjoy that. And thank you for being on this journey with me, Dennis. I'm jelly that Frugal got to meet you and I didn't, but it will happen one day. um so, and also Pup Camper 58 is another veteran that we have on here tonight. And so she got the GI Bill and went to college. And um, and Mary is saying that the "since I was five" idea allows us all to ponder our expectations, our habits, and our choices as adults. It's interesting to ponder. Thank you for sharing that, Mary, because I knew it was kind of an odd topic, or I'm getting dry, or a different topic. But I just really, I'm like, I'm feeling better this week after realizing how much of my childhood I've carried onto this RV lot with me because I'm starting over and in a broken down vehicle. But I don't have bugs or mice. Ain't gonna happen. Oh God, that's so good. Wait, y'all. I'm sorry. Did I mention that I got hot? I feel like we're having happy hour together. Um, and Hi, Judy. She says, sorry I'm late. It's okay. He says he just sent it. So let me see if I can get that for y'all, and we'll show you. Oh my God. I can't wait for y'all to see this. You look exactly like David Cassidy. Oh my God. I love this so much. Um, let's see, where did it go? I don't know where it went. Let me try that again. Oh my God. So earlier, Richard Albert had shared that he wished he could share his, uh, let's see, why is that doing that? He wished he could share his, huh, I did something wrong. He wished he could share, hmm, his David Cassidy picture with us. Uh, And I'm going to see if I can. I think I got it. No. What happened? Let's see. There. That is so awesome. You got the whole haircut and the whole bit, dude. That is so great. You guys, that is Richard Albert that is on here most every Friday, and has retired in this last 365 days this last year. And Richard, thank you for sharing that. That is amazing. I love it so much. And Yeah, and so Mary is sharing that it's okay to let go of some of those things if they don't serve us now. And that's I think that's true of anything and everything in our life, whether it's an object, a feeling, an emotion, a a uh, a person, a place, a thing. I think is what I'm trying to say. An old belief that no longer serves us, something we learn that we need to unlearn and redo, something we need to reframe. I hope that all of us on here are still growing and learning and becoming. I think if you if you stagnate on that, that for me, let me speak for myself. If I stagnate on that growth, that um, trying to understand things in a broader spectrum and with deeper compassion and empathy, for me, that is uh, that is life, that is joy, that is natural. And yes, you have to let things go that don't serve you, but you also have to know when those things are still showing up, and they may still be showing up and be a heart space and something wonderful. I hope that some of y'all can say, Mary says she thinks it's called adulting nowadays. Yeah, I don't want to adult today. That's so true. That's so true. Uh, and I love this. Little B says, "Mercy me, Richard." I love that. And Suzanne is saying, "Sweet picture and awesome." I love that y'all are and Pup Camper says, "Love it." And so I had hoped to hear some things too. I don't have much positive that I've brought with me since age 5, except to understand how it affects me today. And you know what? How blessed am I that I can look at a vacant RV lot and instantly know where some plants can go for privacy, how I can get some plants without having to pay for them, but actually give back. You're going to see on a video, or did it already come out? I'm getting confused on what videos have come out and what haven't. I did an exchange of cleaning up one of the elders in the park, her lot, because she's not able to and has lost her husband. And so I offered to clean up her lot and asked her in exchange if I could have some of the seedlings that are underneath one of the big bushes that had just gotten totally out of control. And so I I am very good at making do making a life from nothing, because I grew up with that, and it serves me well, and so it's actually a blessing. But it also, the flip side of that coin was, it was also adding to my depression. And so now that I understand what is going on with me and what is part of what has been impacting me, a pretty good ratio, but not all, but part of what has been impacting me is that reliving all those cycles of redo, and making do with nothing. And I can turn that and look at the blessings from that and be grateful for what I learned, and that I will have a beautiful lot. I will have a beautiful home, and I hope to drive away from it. Talking about an oxymoron, I'm going to create a beautiful home. I don't have much money to do it with, but I still have my physical ability to get this stuff for free. And the flowers I paid for, the shed I ended up paying for, you guys ended up paying for with your super chat tips. But I mean, for the most part, I'm going to be able to, and I'll have to pay for the paint to do the shed and everything, and the things that I had to get to secure the shed. But for the most part, I will be able to make a beautiful home here, an oasis actually, and I know how to do that with next to nothing or pennies on the dollar. And I am blessed for that. And one day I'll get my rig. I'm gonna cry. No, I'm not gonna cry. I swear I'm gonna have one FNL this month where I don't cry. So I'm not gonna cry. I'm gonna take a drink instead, and then I'll come back. Hang on. And I know I'm probably running over. Sorry. What am I on time? Are y'all okay? I'm at an hour, and I usually try to keep it in an hour. I'm gonna get my rig fixed. I'm working this part-time job uh, to catch up on some things, and I will get this rig fixed. And one day I'll drive away from this beautiful home that I'm creating. I'm planting plants that will take care of themselves while I'm gone, because I will be coming back. This is my home base. And so I've got all of that in mind, and I know how to plan all of that and shuffle all of that and everything, because I've been doing it since I was 5. Oh, I love this. Mel Dark Deer says, "Ooh, Richard, what a hottie!" I love it. Um, so Chrome asks me, hi Chrome, asked me, do you ever miss your Ford van? What I miss is the simplicity of that lifestyle. I have gray tank, my $1,000 toilet, my I have to monitor. In fact, I should have turned my fridge up and I forgot today because I turned it down because it got too cold last night. There's a lot I have to monitor in this rig, and of course now she's broken down. The AC I have to monitor because of the schmucks that did that unscrupulous act, and there's a lot of moving parts with this RV. But I get to stand up and I get to walk around and I get to have an RV lot. I get to have a home base. I get to have beautiful decor. I mean, my van was beautiful. Don't get me wrong. I loved fancy free, um, but this is this. Oh, Chrome, that's a good question. This is not an easy lifestyle. If anybody tells you it is, they're lying. It is a fulfilling lifestyle. It is a lifestyle that still speaks to me, and I will be on the road doing it again one day. Hopefully sooner than later. But it is not easy. You don't get to walk into a room unless you're hooked up to shore power and have a switch. You don't get to walk into a room and flip a switch and have lights when you are van dwelling and car dwelling and tent dwelling and all of the things that I've done before. You don't get to lift a handle and have running water and all of those kinds of things. And you fight the weather. You try to travel with the weather, but you're not always able to. And it can be tiring, it can be aging. And yes, there are times I miss my Ford van. As crazy as it sounds, I do. So, Sue says she has to go feed her dogs. All right, we'll see you later, Sue. Thank you for being on here. And let's see. Some things are just out of line to ask. Sorry. Um, and I'm trying to catch up, you guys. Hold on. Moderators, are y'all on board? Be careful. Um, so Patsy says her RV air conditioning, her unit would freeze up when it was low on Freon. Um, yes, true. That's not the case with mine, Patsy. I hate to keep repeating myself, but I realize that there are some people on here tonight that may not know. I bought a brand new air conditioning unit, had it installed. This part that I can see inside here is part of the brand new unit. Straight out of the box, I watched them pull it out of the box. Somewhere I came inside, and the one part that they put on top is an old, rusted out, antiquated unit. And so there's not anything going to help this unit until I can replace it one day, and that is way on the bottom of the totem pole for now. So uh, that's where I'm at on that. Aw, thank you, Lil B. That's awesomeness. I love new members. And you guys, I keep my pricing where you can join either as a YouTube channel member for $1 or as a Coco Fan patron for $1. And so thank you all. That just means the world to me. And so Chrome is asking if I wrote my books while in the van. Actually, I've written most of my books here in this RV, sitting at this desk, looking out the window behind the laptop that you guys can't see. Thank you, Richard. You too. So Oh, Patsy, no worries. She's saying sorry I missed it. No worries. That's not an issue. So you guys, I was on a little late tonight. I ran over. I try to keep it at an hour, but it was fun. And thank you for being on this journey with me and for playing the game of Since I Was Five. Really appreciate it. And we'll see you down the road eventually. But definitely I'll see you on the next video, and I'll see you next FNL. And I'm going to try to keep it at this time because like 99% of you requested that. All right, everybody, keep on keeping on no matter what, one day at a time. See you later.